Alright, so we have another Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle challenge. I know, I haven't even finished Nuzlocke, but I want to use this game as much as I can for content before it dies after Sparks of Hope comes out. This challenge, the only rules that my primary and secondary weapon have to be the worst of that character. This means the first available weapon a character has. The goal here is just to beat Mega Dragon Bowser. The most important thing was picking out the right team. My first choice was Mario, Luigi, and Peach. 2 strong healers was a good choice, and after making a few mistakes, I had my first run. It didn't end well. I tried to do as much damage to Mega Dragon Bowser on the first phase as I could, but clearly it wasn't much. Peach ended up taking all damage because of protection, which was good and what I wanted, but recovering from that was difficult, and once I got to turn 2, Peach ended up getting KO'd. I didn't want to go the rest of the battle without Peach, so I just restarted the battle. One character would die in like the first 2 turns, and then another would quickly follow. I realized I didn't have a choice but to take this slow, so I tried to think of the best defensive team in the game. Mario, Rad Peach, and Rad Luigi. This was definitely slow, alright. Those 3 weapons had the 3 worst damage outputs out of any usable weapons in the game. But hey, it was going pretty well for a while. When I say well, I mean, well, around 4 turns until this happened. I wanted so badly to restart, but this has gone really well so far, so I just kept on going for Rad Luigi and Rad Peach. For a few turns, I had all the other enemies dead, and it was just Mega Dragon Bowser on his first phase with 800 health. That meant we were halfway through his health bar, but this was still taking a long time. Still, this would not be the most tedious part of the run. I also had to be careful. Mega Dragon Bowser could do a lot of damage with Magna Dance and his strike attack, combined with of course his normal Rumble Bang shot. To deal with that, I would just make sure to have the shields up to ensure they wouldn't die. After 24 long turns, it was finally over. The first phase, obviously. For the second phase, I just made sure that the enemies didn't specifically target either Rad Peach or Rabid Luigi. Even with shields and weaken, I still had to be careful of this so they wouldn't die. Really comfortable with the second phase. The bucklers were easy to kill with just dashes, and they weren't doing nearly enough damage to be a threat to Rad Peach or Rad Luigi. After 29 turns, the bucklers were all killed, and that is when I realized this was gonna take a long time. Not having Mario for this phase meant no M-Power, no Hero Sight, and no extra shot. I couldn't even AFK and press A because my weapons would be out of range if I didn't move every turn. This was so tedious. Subscribe, I guess. Let's just speed this up even more, like, this is too much. Until turn 53, but finally the last shot was fired for his second phase. All I was hoping was that this whole thing was worth it. Mega Dragon Bowser was getting knocked out every turn, but these smashers were a pain to deal with without any reaction shots. Rad Peach was stuck because of the smashers. I couldn't let her leave that block either, because then Mega Dragon Bowser would target her and she would take a lot of damage. This isn't a pretty picture, is it? Rad Peach was killed, and that just left Rad Luigi with the weakest weapon in the game. Then something even worse happened. I ran out of blocks for Mega Dragon Bowser to run into, except for one that was just completely out of range of my movement. I was completely clueless on what to do, and I just put up my shield and hope for the best to happen. Still just as clueless as I was before. This time, Mega Dragon Bowser didn't even go to the center, he just shot me. And then he went to the center, and then he struck me and put his shield back up. I went back to a spot where a block had been to hope that Mega Dragon Bowser would get knocked out for no reason again. However, that didn't work, and since my shield didn't protect me from any strike damage, it was over. 67 turns for that. I try to figure out what were truly the best characters for this. Red Mario was definitely not it, because without strong weapons and super effects, this character had basically nothing. Luigi was also pretty bad, because it was a small space with no high ground. In other words, not much going for him. Yoshi wasn't a great pick, because Super Chance didn't do anything here. Or at least that's what I thought at first. As you probably know, Yoshi is unlocked a lot later in the rest of the characters of this game. This means that Yoshi's first weapon is way stronger than everyone else's, so I chose him. For my second character, I decided on Rad Peach instead of Rad Luigi. Even though Rad Luigi is more consistent healing than Rad Peach, Rad Luigi is unable to heal himself when there are no enemies besides the boss, since bosses are immune to super effects. With that out of the way, I tried this team to see how it would go. I mean, I have to say, this was going a lot better. Just look at how little health Mega Dragon Bowser already had. Considering how slow it was going last round, this was insanely good. Not good enough though. I had just lost the only healer in the team, but at least it wasn't Mario who died first for once. So we're already on phase 2, and this time instead of 24 turns, we were there in 3. But something was wrong. Yoshi had below half his health, and all the Valkyries were alive, and the healer was dead. I knew this wasn't going to be possible and that I had to restart here. I had to keep all 3 of them alive till the second phase, so as soon as Rad Peach got low, I put her away from everyone else. And once we had gone to the second phase, they were all alive without much effort. The damage from Yoshi was really making a difference. Just like last run, the second phase was easy, especially with all 3 heroes alive, and one of those being Yoshi. Having reaction shots also made it a lot faster to deal with Mega Dragon Bowser. I would just like to point out how close Yoshi was to dying here. I'm pretty sure if this last buckler that decided to target Rad Peach for some reason had targeted Yoshi instead, he might have died. Not sure, but either way that was really close to losing one of the key characters to this plan. Does anyone know what happens here?
Okay, please hit high numbers. Wait, that did not do any damage. What just happened?
That was definitely something weird. It's been a lot of turns getting everyone back to full health for a final phase. And even then, we're only at turn 13 rather than 53. I positioned everyone in their spots and hoped that I didn't mess this up. Everything was going smoothly. Even though Mario and Rad Peach were starting to get cornered, I had a feeling they would be able to handle it better this time. Also, shout out to the Smasher for doing like 200 damage to Mega Dragon Bowser. Mega Dragon Bowser was always targeting Yoshi, which made him the only one who had to move. It was a little worrying that he was alone every turn, but Yoshi was managing to stay alive. Well, until this turn. The Smashers were still cornering Mario and Rad Peach, and Mario got pretty low on health. But that wasn't the worst part. Yoshi was in an even worse situation than these two were. 2 smashers came from both sides, and if that one had attacked first and killed the other, Yoshi would have died, potentially losing the run. Mario and Rad Peach were long out of range of doing any damage to Mega Dragon Bowser, so it was all up to Yoshi. He defeated the last smasher, and just left Mega Dragon Bowser.
Dang, isn't that crazy? I'm very good at this game.
So was using Yoshi cheating? No. But was it overpowered? Yeah, definitely. Anyway, make sure to like this video and subscribe if you enjoyed and want to see another one of these, and leave a comment saying if you're excited for Sparks of Hope. Thanks for watching.